Hi, welcome back to New England Fire Cooking. I'm Aaron Higgins, and today in this video I want to show you guys how I like to take a jalapeno cheddar bratwurst. We got a 4-pack of them from Snake River Farms, and how I like to cook them on the Blackstone. And then we set them in a bun with some nice, crisp, cool sauerkraut, and then we're going to top it with a really rich, flavorful beer cheese. Let's fire it up.
Okay, so here I have this Snake River Farms jalapeno cheddar sausage. I got a 4-pack of them, and I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video. If you want to check out Snake River Farms, please use that link. It helps us out a lot. But now what I'm going to do is bust this thing open, and I'm going to start cutting some slits in these sausages. So now I got these sausages out, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this steak knife here. I'm just going to cut a few slits in the sausage. What I try to do when I cook sausage like this is I like to try to get them to lay as flat as possible, especially because these are already cooked. I want to just cut some slices in here and kind of prevent that casing from shrinking up a little bit and putting a really bad curve into these sausages, just so it sits in our bun a little bit better. So next we want to get this beer cheese going. And right here I have 2 tablespoons of melted butter in this pot, and I'm mixing in 3 tablespoons of flour. And you just want to move it around, get everything incorporated until you have a thick paste. This is what you're looking for right here. Next I'm going to add in about 2/3 of a pint of heavy cream to this butter flour paste. Now I'm just going to give it a stir. Next, dice up an 8-ounce block of cream cheese and toss it in as well. Next, you want to take an 8-ounce wheel of camembert cheese, and you want to just dice it up into about bite-sized pieces. Okay, so next what I have here is about a 1/4 pound of Colorado or Swiss Alpine cheese. Has a really salty flavor to it. Definitely a lot harder than the camembert. I got this cheese at the Cheese Corner down in Westerly, Rhode Island, so you definitely want to check them out if you live locally. And I just grated it up, put it on this paper plate, and I'm going to add it to our cheese mixer. Now we want to run it over medium heat, let it melt. And as things are melting, what we want to do is we want to add a few more things to this. I'm going to add a little bit of this crushed cayenne pepper just to give it a little bit of a kick. You can add as much of this or as little of this as you like. And now I added some paprika here. I added about a teaspoon of paprika to this cheese. Finally, I'm going to add about a tablespoon of this Engelhofer stone ground mustard. Next, I'm going to add in about 6 ounces of this Spaten Oktoberfest beer. It's about half the bottle, give or take. Next, we want to mix everything around, get it well incorporated, and then just let it simmer down, let it thicken up. And this is about what I'm looking for. This looks pretty good. If you would like yours thicker, just add less cream or less beer. And if yours gets too thick on you, you can always add more beer to thin it out. And we're going to set this aside and keep it warm. Okay, so here I have the Blackstone fired up, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set these bad boys down on a very lightly oiled flat top. I'm running right around medium heat, and I'm just going to let these roll, and I just want to brown them up on all sides. Okay, so after a couple minutes, we gave these sausages a turn, and as you can see, the slits that we made in the skin, those are starting to bust right open. They got a really nice color to them, and you just want to take your time. You want to get the same color uniform on all sides. If you get a couple sides where, gravity just wants to take it that way or whatever, and it's a little bit darker, that's okay. But overall, you just want to get a nice, good color to it on all sides of the sausage. So next, I have this small Khalees sub roll, and it's kind of like an oversized hot dog roll, and I just chucked it in the microwave for about 15-20 seconds and just warmed it up. Now I want to add some nice, crisp, cool boar's head sauerkraut to the bottom of this roll. This is how we're going to build these sausage dogs or bratwurst dogs or whatever you want to call them. I call it absolutely delicious is what I call it. So we're going to add some sauerkraut right to the bottom of this roll, and then we'll be able to layer our sausage right in. Next, you want to take your perfectly griddled sausage and layer it right on top of this bed of sauerkraut. I'm trying to get this bad boy to stand up here. But now it's time to add our beer cheese. To add our beer cheese, what we're going to do is we're just going to ladle this beer cheese generously on top of this bratwurst. Look at this melty goodness. You wouldn't believe what this smells like, you guys. It's absolutely fantastic. Now we're just going to garnish it, and we're going to dig in. Now to garnish this, I'm just going to add a touch more of the ground cayenne pepper, just because I like a pop of heat. You don't have to do this if you don't want to. If you want to use more paprika, by all means, go for it. But next, I'm just going to take some chopped green onions, or chives as some of you guys call them, and I'm just going to drop this right on top and add a little color to it, and gives it a nice color pop. Adds a little bit of a flavor pop too. And now we're looking pretty good. We're ready to eat.
Okay, you guys, here we are. Jalapeno cheddar bratwurst. And just look at all that melty beer cheese right on there. Look how awesome that is. That's just incredible. Green onions, cayenne pepper. You know, with something that's ooey gooey like this, I had to bring out some paper towels. Wow. You know, in our last video, I said that the grilled cheese we made would be the sweater weather mascot, but I think as I do more of this sweater weather cooking, this definitely gets you in Oktoberfest mode right here. After this, I think I'm going to be fixing to have an H. Upmann cigar and some more of that Spaten Oktoberfest beer. Sauerkraut. Can't get enough of it. And it just really goes well with the spices and this beer cheese. And then the sausage itself. And the cheddar jalapeno. And I'm going back in. I'm going to towel off here. Once you start to get in the center of this sausage, you really just get all the flavors of the sausage, the sauerkraut, that rich nuttiness, creaminess of the beer cheese. Man, I love the fall. This is just absolutely awesome, you guys. Absolutely incredible. Sausage has a nice snap to the skin. That's what I like to see. Really good hearty flavor. Snake River Farms, once again, knocking it out of the park. Knocking it clean out of the park. I don't want my paper towels to go flying away on me here. Cheese Corner in Westerly, Rhode Island. Oh, excellent. Excellent, excellent. That Colorado cheese, man. Just offset the camembert just a little bit, you know, with the saltiness and the creaminess. And then adding a little bit of paprika. Oh. You know, and the touch of that cayenne pepper and green onions just brings it all together. This is a absolutely stellar sausage dog, bratwurst, whatever you want to call it. I call this spiritual. Really like the way the Blackstone cooked this. You give it a really nice color to it. You see all that cheddar cheese and the sauce is starting to melt out. Give it a nice snappy bite through. And I gotta say that the jalapeno in this sausage too definitely leaves you with a little bit of an afterburn, but nothing bad, nothing you can't handle. Man, I could eat this for lunch day in and day out. So guys, I'm about to smash this, but before I do, if you like what you see here and you like what we're doing on this channel, please give us a subscribe. Check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, we're on Instagram. If you have any interest in Snake River Farms or Blackstone griddles, I left links in the description of this video to both of those products. It's our affiliate link, so please use those links to check them out. Helps us out big time. Thanks for hanging out with us today, and we'll see you next time. Holy beer cheese cholesterol, freaking awesome. Yeah. Dab up the rest of that beer cheese. Woo-hoo.